Hi everyone, it's Casamaco's YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Now, today I'm going to be doing my footy tips. Now, the reason why I'm wearing the MND, it's for a great cause, Neil Denho. But I'm going to be doing my footy tips. For those who are returning Magpies, welcome. If you're new to the channel, watching this for the first time, please like, comment, and subscribe. It means well to me. Try and get to 100 by the end of the year, if I can. Certainly would love to do that. So how I do my footy tips is simple. I go through the round beforehand, and I'll talk about who I picked. And then I'll be doing my tips for this week. Now, in the game, Melbourne versus Brisbane, pick Brisbane, I got that one wrong. Sydney vs St Kilda, pick Sydney, got that correct. As well, Adelaide vs Collingwood, got that one right also. Essendon versus Richmond, I picked Essendon, but got that wrong as well. I picked Essendon Richmond one. Carlton versus West Coast, pick West Coast, got that one right. So that's like 3. Fremantle versus Western Bulldogs, pick Fremantle, got that one wrong as well on top of that. So, there's more AFL content. Now, let's get the tips in. Now, interesting game on Thursday night, guys. Port Adelaide versus Geelong. Now, that's an interesting game. I'm going to go Port by 20 points. Obviously, Geelong just tend to struggle after the bye. Last few times they have struggled, Geelong, after the bye. It's a long season, but you want to see them do pretty good. Seeing where they're at now, but I think Port will win comfortably in the end. Sydney versus Hawthorn, well, I'm going to have to go for the Swans, and I'm going to say 7 points as well. I think that's another step for both teams, is that seeing the difference behind it, and I think that we're going to see some cracking games between these two teams. Hawthorn are in great form, Sydney are in better form, but you just feel that you're going to get a good game between these two teams. Another game that I'm going to talk about, Fremantle versus the Gold Coast Suns as well. I'm going to go Fremantle because it's at home. I'm going to say 18 points. I think that one's going to be an interesting game as well. Another one, St Kilda versus Adelaide. I'm going to go to Saints, but I'm going to say 4 points. I don't have confidence, so that's why I'm going to pick the Saints for that reason. Adelaide went down to us in a real tight game, but having said that, should be cracking as well. And another game too that I want to say is Kangaroos versus Giants. So North Melbourne clearly are not a great form team, but I think the Giants will show up on why. I think this game's at Tasmania. It is. So, look, North play really well, and they had their bye, so they should be fresh. But I think the Giants will get the job done. By 23 points also Now, another game that's been added, West Coast versus Richmond. So this one only got added a few times as well, like a few days ago, because of they want to forward Richmond's bye. But I'm going to have to say the Eagles. I think, let's be honest, they were dominating against the Carlton and realistically should have won. I'm going to say West Coast by 3 points as well on top of that. And the big game, the Queen's birthday weekend coming up, Melbourne versus Collingwood. Melbourne showed reason why they're in good form. They certainly has surprised me this year. But having said that, Collingwood had a good win. Also, winning by 5 points. This one, as I said, like 3 out of the last 4 games, it's gone to Collingwood, and rightly so. Like Melbourne won last year, different circumstances behind that, but I still think that this game will go right down to the wire. You think it will be? I'm going to say Collingwood by a point. The reason why I say that is because Collingwood was one of the best defensive teams in the competition, and to the credit on how Collingwood can play as well, this one's going to be looking for a cracking game. Also, on top of that, so there will be 5 teams that have got the bye as well for this week. West Coast and Richmond would have been added onto that because they're playing the 7 games. So it's like realistically, only like a few teams that will have the bye. Carlton is one of them that have got it, and they've got the Giants as well. I have extreme length video on Carlton as well, and I will do a mid-season review on Collingwood. The reason why I'm not doing it this week because I'm holding off my judgment a little bit to see what they do, because as we know, we've been competitive in all our games this year. Essendon, even though Carlton did beat Essendon, I just feel that we have to play Essendon again, and it's teams that we will have to play again, like a Port Adelaide. That one should be interesting as well. So I will do the Melbourne versus Collingwood game. This one's Melbourne's home game. Now, what tends to happen? This is Melbourne's game every year, but then what Collingwood have done is that why don't we swap it like we did the Anzac Day games, like the Dreamtime games as well? That you have it every year. Every year, whoever's the home team for that is the away team for that particular fixture. So I think it's only fair that Essendon wore their Clash Guernsey with white shorts. Richmond wore their heritage, their Indigenous Guernsey with their black shorts. Also, but they look really good. Credit to both teams. Credit to Perth for that. As I said, you know what you're going to get. So that's the end of my footy hits video. My top 5 games will be out. I did it this morning when it started raining, so look, I do apologise for that. But until next time, like, comment and subscribe. It means the world to me. And people are gonna, if people do make in the comments, you always tend to have Collingwood in this particular game, it's because Collingwood and Melbourne are good games, and that's always a blockbuster game no matter what. So that's why I do it, just like let it all out there. It's not always going to be Collingwood. There's some games where when I may not use my team in that as well. So look, we got the bye after Melbourne, and I'll do a review. I'll do Pine Rain's video, and then I'll do mid-season review for us. Till next time, Go the Pies, and I'll see you with another video.